So welcome to Hangul Series 1. This is Hangul 1, the basics of the Korean alphabet. So the things that we're going to be learning in this lesson are the basic consonants, miem, nien, tri, hiet, and iung, and also basic stacking of 2 letters and 3 letters, and all the vowels in the language. So the basic letters in Korean are very simple. All these letters are going to tend to make the same sound all the time. In English, this is kind of irregular and kind of difficult, but don't worry, in Korean, most words are going to make the same sound that you'd expect them to, except a few, and we're going to go, and as I go over them, as I go through them or see them in lessons, I'll point that out to you, but it's very, very few compared to English. Miem is the first letter we're going to be learning. It looks like a box written 1, 2, 3. That's right, over and left, at left side, and bottom. Okay, that's the proper way to write miem. You can get lazy and write a box. It doesn't really matter. It looks like a closed mouth. That's what you had to do to close your mouth and make miem. That's meme. Okay, nien looks like your tongue when you want to say it. So in a side view, these are your teeth. Your tongue goes up and touches the back part of your palate, and that's called nien. Just a normal N sound. Iung is a silent sound for now, but we're going to work with it in NG towards the end of the lesson. Hiet makes a normal H sound, and real makes an R sound if it's introducing a vowel. Vowels are over here, or an L sound if it's ending a strain of sound, and basically consonants coming into play. So before consonants, a light L is in million. Before vowels, R. Okay, so now we have here all the vowels in Korean. So say them with me. A, ya, o, ya, I, ye, ye, o, yo, u, you, By the way, this is in the alphabet. I just put this in a very convenient way for you to learn them. There's a reason why these two are separate, and you're going to learn that in the next lesson. So, you notice that there are these little lines sticking out of the tall lines. Well, if you add another little line, what you have is the Y sound. Okay? A, ya, o, yo, ye, o, yo, u, you. One English speakers tend to mix up is O and A. Be careful, these are two different sounds. English speakers tend to turn O to A. Always O is O, A is A. A as in AW. This is romanization, proper romanization. A as in the sound AW. O as in OH. Okay, A, O, A, O. Also, oo as in double O. Ooh, the sound of a double O. And good. That sound. Ooh, like a UH. Ooh, ooh, make that distinction. So let's say them all again. A, ya, o, ya, I, ye, o, yo, u, you, So, how do we put these letters together? Well, I'm going to show you right now. Syllables are very important in Korean speech. Syllables fit into a box. So, a square box, I may add. So, this fits in a box, this fits in a box, all these little guys fit in a box, and they're basically how letters are arranged in Korean. Vowels cannot start syllables. So now we're talking about how to make the box. Vowels cannot start syllables. Read left to right and up to down. So they're read like this, or they're read like this. You'll get very fast at reading. You probably memorize syllables faster. So, consonant, vowel. Instead of, because these are actually made of letters, it's very easy to read. But as you get better and better and you practice and you practice, you're going to recognize syllables in a second, and you're just going to say them out loud really quickly without even having to think. It's great. So, consonants start them, then a vowel comes after. It's read left to right, so consonant always starts it. Consonant starts here as well, top to bottom. Then vowel follows. Okay, consonant first. That's why I want to make it clear to you. Consonant first. There always has to be at least one consonant, one vowel. One consonant, one vowel. There are more complicated ways that we're going to learn later, but for now we're just going to work with these two. This is a funny sentence if you can read Korean. I don't know why you're watching this video, but have fun. Okay, stacking continued. So as I told you, this always starts a syllable, so it's either they're there in the syllable, or it's right here, and these guys are now always right here. Notice that I separated this at the beginning of the video, and these guys like here. So notice how tall E is. You're not going to put it at the bottom. That's stupid. You're going to put it to the right side. Like, remember how we had two? I'm going to go back up. See how we had two options here? I'm going to tell you that all the tall guys are not going to fit under here. Instead, the wide guys are going to fit here. Tall up here. So, tall guys, Look how tall this guy is. Tall, tall, and then wide, wide. See? Wider goes to the bottom, tall stays to the right, and these guys start syllables. So, for example,